Bro, shut up. We're filming. Alright, so you didn't pass.
Yes, I can pass.
How does that feel?
Feels bad, really bad.
How have you been taking it for the past couple of days?
Very hard. I've been crying like every day.
Yeah. So what's your plan now?
I don't know, I'm lost. I don't even know what to do. That's part of the reason why I'm so sad, because it's like, where do I start? It's like, what did I do wrong the first 2 times? So as to where, like, why I'm here, like.
Oh my God! Bella
That's the next job hiring. Listen, we should apply for the job. So basically,
You literally just walked into us filming. How freaking
No, because
$10,000 a month. Okay, I'll give you.
You gotta pay me.
I'll give you.
Nothing in America is for free.
$500.
Bye.
Please.
Mad freaking rude.
I want the damn job.
We're in the middle of filming. So, what has this done to your faith?
Bye, Gracie.
Bye, mommy.
Like, because you've been trusting in God to help you pass the NCLEX and you're not passing. What has this done to your faith?
It kind of like, it makes me feel, with my faith, it makes me feel like, it's really definitely like exercising my faith, because every time I walk in that exam, like, I always have faith that God is going to get me through this. So it's like, that's part of the reason why it hurts, because it's like, every time I walk in that exam, and I come out, and I feel like, alright, I got it, like, and even if God forbid, like, something had went wrong, I'm like, well, God is gonna fix it, like, you know what I'm saying? But I walk out, and it's like, to see that failure, it's like, yeah, but I worked hard, I've had faith, and it's like, I still failed. So, it kind of makes the hurt, it makes me hurt more, it makes my pain hurt more, because it's like, I didn't just walk in there and just felt like, alright, like, I studied, I'm gonna pass. I walked in there feeling like I had God with me too, so I worked, God was with me, so I'm gonna pass. But, like, it's definitely putting a strain on my faith, because every time you see fail, and you know that you having faith, and you putting in the work, and you not seeing no results, it's definitely, like, hard, because it's like I have to try to keep my faith, because I know that I can't do it without Him. When I was going through my second fail for the NCLEX, I was angry with God, like, furious. Like, I was telling Him off. Like, I was like, how could you do this to me? How could you let me fail the second time? You let me fail like 75 questions. What else do you want from me? I gave up everything already. I hadn't went out and partied anywhere. I don't have a boyfriend. I gave up my friends. Like, I literally just Bible study fasting. Like, I'm literally putting in the work. And it's like, you let me fail again. And I had no desire to pray. And at that point, I had no desire to even go to fasting anymore.
Are you angry with God?
Sometimes, yeah, because it's just like, I feel like, it's like, why is it not working for me? Like, what am I doing wrong as to where it's not working for me? Like, I look around and it's like everybody else is passing, and it's like, Why is it so hard for me to just pass? Like, that's all I want to do is pass.
What?
And then I had a dream that Nikolai cheated on me. In the dream, he wrote a letter to one of them to take her to prom with him. And in the other one, he wrote the second letter. The other first one dubs him. And I'm like, why does he want to take me? And because I wasn't his type and I couldn't get as sweet as him. That's why he didn't want to take me to his stupid prom. And I didn't want to go with you anyways. And I flipped in my dream.
Nikolai, do you see how sick Chin is? She's over here mad at you because of a dream that she had.
No, but it's true though. Because
oh, God. All right, back to what we was talking about. She failed that second time. It was so disappointing.
During the failure, I feel like Gracie's faith definitely got weak at first because it's discouraging. You're in a period of grief, you know, so that initial feeling, I felt like her faith went down. But, you know, being that we're a God-fearing family and we poured that encouragement into her.
Because
what are you talking about? You are RN, bro. The hardest part
yes,
is over.
I need my license.
You just need to get your license. That's it. There are people who are crying because they failed nursing school. You actually passed nursing school and you crying about NCLEX. You're gonna get the NCLEX. You're gonna pass it. You know what I'm saying? Now,
yeah,
when you
like,
pass it, we don't know.
I don't want to pass it at 30. Like,
You're not gonna pass it at 30.
Bro,
Stop being pessimistic.
I don't want to pass it at like when I'm like 28, 29. Like, bro,
you're not gonna know. You're not gonna do that.
I already have like there's things that I want.
You just only failed it twice. There are people who I see on YouTube that failed it 5-6 times. Relax, regroup, get back to it. Gracie was supposed to be going to Jamaica with me and Tay-Tay. Seeing how sad she was and then seeing how much she did not want to go to Jamaica because she failed.
Tiana paid the plane ticket for Gracie.
I took it upon myself to work really hard, pay for the hotels and the Airbnbs. So we all just came in hand in order to still give her the experience that she was anticipating. But with her failing, she still felt sad. So, you feel like you're gonna do a little bit better? How much questions you been doing a day?
Maybe like 4 days before my NCLEX, I felt myself getting nervous.
What if this is it? What if this is the last time you're doing this? So, what do you want to tell Gracie in the future? Say that you open up the thing and you pass. What would you tell Gracie?
Gracie, I would say you did it. And all your hard work didn't go to waste.
And what would...
You deserve it.
Oh, you sad? It's okay. This is a part of life. The hardships, the pain, the discouragement.
I'm like, God, I need you now. You need to calm me down now. Like, I need you to make me feel okay because right now I don't feel okay. So I started typing in faith in the search button on YouTube, and this sermon pops up, and it says, "Trust Beyond Knowing" by T.D. Jakes.
He said, I want somebody to trust me before knowing.
He said, I don't know what's gonna happen to you. I don't know if this is gonna be it for you. I don't know what's the next step, but I know one thing, that whatever happens, you're gonna be okay.
To trust me when you thought I was going to do something one way and I did it another way. And sometimes I have to disappoint you to elevate you. Trust me. Trust me. If I break your heart, trust me.
It's okay if it doesn't happen, or it's okay if it doesn't happen the way you want it to happen. Either way, God is never going to forsake you. He's always going to make sure you're good, and he's always going to give you what you need, not what you want. And when he said that to me, I started thinking about my mom, and I'm like, hold on. I'm like, my mom never got to finish nursing. I'm like, look at the blessings that she has. My mom has 4 beautiful daughters that are all good, and we all respect her and love her. She's in a beautiful marriage of 30 years. And I'm like, she might not have the job that she wanted. And I said, my mom is blessed than most people that are actually nurses today, that are actually working. And I said, if my mom could be good and still live a happy life without this nursing, I said, I can do the same thing too. And I said, God, if nursing is not for me, then I accept it. I was like, if nursing is not for me, I accept it. I know that you're gonna make sure that I'm good regardless. You're still gonna give me the happy picket fence with the husband and everything. And you're still gonna give me the money that I need and not the money that I want. And I said, you know what, I understand now. Trust beyond knowing, it makes sense. And I said, God, I don't even care about my NCLEX. Thank you for helping me to understand that. Trust beyond knowing to what faith really means. And at that point in moment, I felt the peace of God come into me, and I felt my heart went from racing to just still, and I felt totally calm, and I felt peace at that very moment.
What would you tell Gracie if she fails it again?
I get up and try again.
You can't quit.
And faith is not about what you know. It's about what you don't know. Blessed are they who have not seen, and yet they believe.
What is tomorrow?
It's my 3rd attempt
For what?
for my NCLEX. At this point, I'm just like, it is what it is.
Why do you feel like you are at it is what it is?
Because I watched the sermon, Trust Beyond Known, and it basically just told me, like, having faith is not having faith and expecting something. Having faith is not knowing what's going to happen, but having faith that you're going to be all right no matter what happens.
So, as Gracie's 3rd attempt is approaching, I did notice a change in her. I noticed that she was more like uplifted. She was a little bit more peaceful.
I definitely seen that she had a different perspective going into this 3rd exam. I did notice that surprisingly, she was studying less. And this time she decided, like, yo, I'm just gonna put this in God's hands. Like, if God wants to, if this is in God's will, it's gonna happen, you know? So she definitely gave it that approach and was looking at it through that lens, and she started to stress less, and she just started to worry less, and she just kind of had that faith, like, this is in God's hands. And, you know, and I feel like once she started to just let go and let God, things just started to fall into play.
Like, she wasn't mad at God. She was just so mad that she failed the NCLEX. She still had faith in God, and it made her faith grow even stronger in God.
She did say that she was upset though.
Everybody was upset. I was upset with God when I got pregnant. Like, I think everybody gets mad. Everybody want to give God 50, but we don't get our way. Like,
Bella's in the building!
so
Bella! Bella! Always come when it's like, move. Anyways, like I was
This
saying.
is not, you always coming to mess up the video.
And I'm not saying it again, because now you let me lose my train of thought.
Go ahead.
I forgot.
You know, my disappointment, I was a young mom. I was a teenager at the time when I was pregnant. All my friends were outside still. We did share very close, like, disappointment, and like, we both like walked through that dark tunnel by ourselves. Walking through motherhood, don't get me wrong, like during pregnancy and everything, you're doing it like kind of by yourself. And even with like Gracie with NCLEX, like the battle is like she's walking through it by herself, and like you're battling your mind, and the only person that can get you out of that is yourself.
No matter what happens. So, that's why I feel good. But
So if tomorrow, if you fail tomorrow, God forbid, but you know, like if that, like, what is gonna be? How do you feel that you're gonna feel?
so if I find out if I fail tomorrow, God forbid. I feel like, I mean, part of me still will be probably a little disappointed, but I don't feel like I'm gonna take it like as hard as I did the other 2 times, because like I just feel like, you know, I feel like I'm more in a place where it's just like everything is, I finally get the concept of everything is happening for a reason. Like, this is gonna happen for a reason. Like I'm finally getting to a place where you trust the process.
And you also feel like, I feel like you're also learning, like, you can't be hard on yourself, because
yeah,
it's not you almost. It's like, it's just.
I'm starting to like understand that too. Like, it's like you could want something so much in your life, but it's like if it's just not meant to be, it's not meant to be. You can't stress yourself out because you're not getting it. Like, it's gonna happen when it happens. And if it doesn't happen, it don't happen. But you have to be okay with just getting up every day and just living life and being happy. Whether, like, you know, you just not know what's gonna happen, but you just gotta be happy. Like, that's what the sermon was saying. The sermon was saying, like, shout out to TD Jakes, you know. I don't know if you're ever gonna see this, but thanks.
Yo, TD Jakes is
Shout
really
out
the
to
GOAT.
TD Jakes, but
Shout out to my son TD Jakes.
yeah, shout out
You've
to
been holding
TD
us down.
Because you made me feel like, when I tell you, well, not you, but God speaking through you made me feel like so much better. Like, at peace. Like, so it's just like, now my journey is just like, I finally understand that, like, whatever happens, happens, and that it's not my will, but it's God's will.